And the first half comes to a close. And it's 62-50. And the first half ends on a Raptor 8-0 run. But Mike Bibby absolutely on fire, especially after the fact he didn't play in the fourth quarter in New Orleans, saying, hey, coach, I still got it. 19 in the first half. Chris Bosh and assistant coach Mike Evans making a plan. It's halftime. Inside Phillips, and the popcorn is popping right now. It's 62-50, and the Atlanta Hawks lead as we get set for the start of the third quarter. As we take a look at the Capital One halftime stats, and a few things certainly stand out, Coach.
The thing that stands out to me right now is the fact that the Atlanta Hawks have outscored the Raptors from behind the arc 27-6. Raptors minus 21. 3-point defense, huge factor. And early turnovers for the Raptors. 12 points off turnovers for Atlanta. Raptors getting hurt in transition because they've turned it over early. So second half, establish your bigs once again. Capono played very well in the first half. Take care of the rock, and you got to get out and guard. And a road game, I mean, offensively, they've been okay with the exception of those early turnovers that got Atlanta going. You know, secondly, rebounds, got to do a better job. But that hasn't really killed them. They've given up 3 offensive boards. But here's the problem. I mean, 62 points, and they're getting exposed on the perimeter in terms of 3-point shooting, giving up 9 threes in the first half, and dribble penetration leading to easy opportunities. And Chris Bosh, intense, trying to get this squad back in it.
And of course, familiar with Atlanta, went to school here at Georgia Tech, and you know, you don't want to come to a town like this where you know everybody, and you don't want to, of course, leave a mark like this. You want something a little bit better, and you got that technical foul. You know, that's out of character right there.
It sure is, but it's also frustration, right. And he's looking at it saying, you know what, we're underperforming tonight. So. And he had a legitimate right there.
And you know what? That's not a bad thing either, that you have some spark like that.
Wants to win. I like that.
Al Horford in foul trouble early. They try to get him going here to begin the third quarter. Horford had 3 personal fouls.
Good play call by Mike Woodson. Just get the big fella going, letting him know, hey, we love you. Now Atlanta playing some zone here because Horford with 3 fouls. Got to keep him in the game.
Parker running end line now, puts it on the deck, gives it to O'Neal, and Jermaine O'Neal got a little bit of hop to his step.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's starting to feel a little better about himself tonight. Show him a little something.
You know, Coach, this game, the Raptors, if they can get it done right here on the defensive end, they'll be able to get right back into it. It starts right here. Johnson turning the corner and a foul. You know, the quickness of Joe Johnson is just so difficult for anybody, and Anthony Parker picks up the foul there, and that is his 4th.
Well, on a night-to-night basis, when you're going up against great perimeter players, Raptors catching a break here starting in the second half. Josh Smith won't be back, so rebounding, shot-blocking presence not there. But this is the area right there that hurt him in the first half. Guarding out front.
Here's Horford down low on the block. 5 of the clock, now down to 4. Jose swipes at it. Horford fading, shot, rattles around, pops around. O'Neal. Zaza Pachulia is underneath there. Zaza starting the second half because Josh Smith is back in the locker room with a sprained ankle. He sprained it coming down on Zaza Pachulia's foot back in the first half, first quarter, in fact, at the end of it. Here's O'Neal, squares up. Is he feeling it? He's feeling it.
Pachulia playing for the drive, backing off, and Jermaine O'Neal with that good mid-range game makes him pay.
Williams looking underneath Joe Johnson. Joe Johnson shakes him off, says go to Horford. Horford up top. Kick out, here's Williams. Slicing through, and too easy for Marvin Williams.
He's got good finishing ability about the basket. I still think he came out too early from Carolina. Wasn't ready, but starting to get it together now.
You know, of course, with the way the direction of this franchise, it's not brought up as much now. Moon swings it deep in the corner. Parker underneath, and it's knocked out of bounds. And last touch by Toronto is going to be Atlanta basketball, but After Marvin Williams was scooped up, so many people here shook their heads because Darren Williams is sitting there as well as Chris Paul.